That's okay. Alright, new game. Let's do it. Many millennia have passed since the fall of the Old Age. People live in terror of the living weapon created from gene reconstruction. The weapons that humans created have cost them the power they once held. Nations are at war with each other, using excavated weapons from the old ages. Besides the warring nations, the people had their own lives to worry about, day by day. It all began in a small village on the frontier. It is connected to the first game, Eggerall. I think it takes place long after the first game. The blue-white light, which the mutated Coriat emits, is an ominous light, someone once said. Aww, that poor little thing. Too many mutant Coriats. The mutant Coriats are harmless, but... Destroy the mutants. It is the village's code. The mutant Coriats cannot be tamed, and no one will buy them. Wingman, welcome. Happy New Year. Besides, they're believed to be a bad omen. Thanks for joining us, Wingman. I hope you are having a great New Year's Day and had a great New Year's Eve. This guy understands the plight of these Coriats. I wonder if this is our main character. Oh, that's a mutant Coriat. He's gonna save it. Look, how could they just murder that innocent thing? I didn't mean to break the code, only I couldn't kill him. Do the right thing. Screw the code. Oh, I missed what it said. 1 year after. Is Olga going to be your future? Rebel against Mechania. Chase the gigantic ship. Oh, rebel against Mechania. A ship. Hey, wait, that's it. Was that part of the bet, Wingman? That you would name a child Olga? Darn it, I'll make him fly! Yeah, people are betting body parts and everything. What's that? That's... No! My village! Our dragon's Angie. Are we taking down that ship? With those beams? Or is that just a beam of anguish? It is an ominous light, someone once said. Ominous light from the Coriat. Destiny begins. People started betting on the bet with Tuffy and you. Spec was like, I'll lose my house if you don't win. Alright, we're in a level. I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick. Got kind of crazy in Egg Roll Buddy's New Year's Eve extravaganza. This is very cinematic for Sega Saturn. Yeah, and this is 1996. March 96 is the release date of this one. So there's Panzer Dragoon 1, 2, and Orta then. You always thought it was just 1 and then Orta. There's 1 and 2 and then Saga. Saga is an RPG in the Panzer Dragoon world, and that's what we're going to play next after this one, Wingman. So there's on Saturn, there's Panzer Dragoon 1, Panzer Dragoon 2, and Panzer Dragoon Saga, and then Orta is on original Xbox. Yeah, we're going to play Saga next here. So Panzer Dragoon Saga goes for like $1,000. I do not have a physical copy of it, but I do have an optical drive emulator in my Saturn. All right, let's go. So the interpretation of the story, to summarize what we just saw happen. Holy crap! Serious mind blown. No joke. Thought there was only 2 of the games in the series. No, there's more. Okay, so what we saw happen was the village has this rule that the mutant Koriots, which is this animal that we're riding on, must be put down because no one will buy them. And our main character had I guess a pet one. I don't know if people raise these animals. I guess they raise them like livestock. He had one that he just couldn't put down, and he was out training it to try to teach it to fly. And while he was out doing that, his village was attacked and destroyed by some invaders, I guess? I don't really know who they are. But here we are. Here we are. Now we're running away, I guess. Maybe we're on the offense. I don't really know. What do you guys think? Your cousin is actually a fellow Sega Saturn fan and Panzer Dragoon fan. You were talking to him during the holidays. Ooh, that's fun. He was still salty he missed out on a signed Panzer Dragoon copy they were giving out at a convention like a decade ago. He wanted Dreamcast instead. Oh, man. So Saga's supposed to be any good? What kind of RPG? JRPG, action, tactical? It is... So, it's definitely supposed to be good. It's... you know, some people say it's the best game on the Saturn. I think it's... Like, there's a reason that it's so highly sought after. But I don't know. I've never played it, but I'm gonna find out so we can, in the future, get some first-hand information. But my understanding of how the gameplay works is, you know, it's definitely a JRPG overall, but I think it's got a very unique battle system in that, you know, it's kind of like JRPG mechanics mixed with the gameplay of the rail shooter games. You think narrative framing of a hunt would be interesting if you didn't know you were doing something bad or good? Okay, I see what you're saying, Eggroll. I don't think that's intentional to not know if we're bad or good here. I think we're supposed to be good. But I don't know if I'm on offense or defense. But yes, that could be interesting. Hwami, welcome in. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a lovely day. Is that an enemy? I can't shoot it. I think the graphics in this game are really beautiful. Oh, this is the boss. Is it a boss? I think it's a boss. That's how my adventure began. I learned the tale of the ancient ship soon after. I think the ancient ship is from Panzer Dragoon 1. Apparently the ship headed towards the Empire. Revenge? Sort of, at least at that time. Thank you for lurking, Hwami. I appreciate you. Episode 2. Last, the first level, which I guess was episode 1, had a title. It was like Destiny Begins. This one is just episode 2. No title. What's up with that? So, Eggroll, what's next for you now that your great nemesis, Persona 4, has been taken down? They got tired after naming the first episode. That's some some drive they have there. Oh, I can blow that up. Let's do it. So I think this dragon, this Kuriat that we ride on, can't fly. I think it cannot fly. That's like part of the story. That was like the one line that I missed reading. Do you feel free and lighter today compared to yesterday? Like the world of gaming is now your oyster? This is a good question. I need to know. 1,000,000%. Ooh, look, we're flying! We can fly! We're gonna fall into the ocean, aren't we? We're flying! Oh god. I think we are gonna fall. Maybe we're just doing a long jump. It's not an ocean, it's ground here. It was just gliding. Look at that. Wasn't that cool? It was like, you know, we're gonna try flying. We did it a little bit, but we landed now. It's like showing that our little dragon is almost grown up. What a great transition. Yeah, it was. That feeling after finishing a 100+ hour game is so freeing. Wow, how many hours was Persona 4 for you, Eggroll? And was that the first time you ever played it? For some reason I thought that you had played it before. It really is. The last 100+ hour game that I played was... Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom I think I played for like 240 hours maybe? Man, this game is awesome. There's like... This is such an upgrade to the first one in so many ways. I love that there's more story in this one. I'm sure that we're gonna begin flying sooner or later, like flying for real. You have Panzer Dragoon Saga and didn't even realize it. Rom, not the actual game. Not that lucky. Okay, Wingman. For a second, I was gonna be like, "Wow, you're rich." I highlighted my VODs and put them in a collection. It says you streamed 150 hours of Persona 4 Golden, but you have 130 hours of playtime in your save. Oh, did you get like game overs that reset the clock? That could be it. Pushed a lot of things off for P4G, so you're hoping to make January a cleanup month for games, unfinished requests, and fulfilling a Sonic fanfic community challenge. I'm excited for your Sonic fanfic. This one feels more confident compared to what I saw you play with the first one, if that makes sense. What do you mean by more confident? Like, what details make you say that? Make sure you guys follow Eggroll Buddy so you can see the Sonic fanfic. Did roll back older saves a couple of times. Yeah, that usually that's pretty normal, I think. For me it is, at least. Like the time in the save file is usually shorter than the actual time I spent playing the game. I shudder to think like how much time I actually spent playing Elden Ring. Oh, okay. Blew that one up. Boom. I think it's kind of something you feel implicitly playing a sequel, like the developers have a more of a handle on how they want to design the game after releasing their first. That's kind of what you're getting at. I see, I see. There was something that I played recently that was like very similar to Panzer Dragoon. I'm trying to remember what it was. I feel like I played something that had the same exact control system. Okay, there's lots of smoke on the screen. The music has stopped. What's going on? Uh-oh. Boss? Hey, we're at boss now. Oh, shoot the guns. Or the missiles, maybe. Can I shoot missiles? Oh no! That's our game over. Continue? I think we have infinite continues in this one. Which was not the case in Panzer Dragoon 1. So I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, this will be a single stream game. Panzer Dragoon 1 took like 2 or 3 streams, right? Yeah, it was at least 2. At least 2. Thoughtful Toffee, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a great New Year's. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for joining us. Did anybody do any fun stuff for New Year's Eve? Really enjoyed playing Panzer Dragoon and Panzer Dragoon Orta. Yeah, I have only played Panzer Dragoon 1 and the remake of it. I actually have a copy of Orta for Xbox. I really loved Panzer Dragoon 1. I actually played the remake first. Cool to see another of the franchise. Yeah, this one is really cool. There's a big upgrade between the first one and this, at least in terms of like technology. And like the storytelling is so much more thought out in this one. Like right here, the dragon that we're riding on like supposedly doesn't know how to fly, and we just took a leap of faith off this cliff, and we do a little bit of a wobbly glide. And then we go down to the bottom. So yeah, I played the remake first on Switch, and then I played the original like last summer on stream. And ever since then, I've been wanting to play this one, and I also want to play Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is what we're gonna play next after this. I'm really excited for Panzer Dragoon Saga. I hear really amazing things about that game. And one of the things that I love about this series so much is just like the world building and the style of it. And from what I hear, Panzer Dragoon Saga is really like the ultimate when it comes to the world building in this series. Oh. Plus, I'm also a big fan of RPGs, and Panzer Dragoon Saga is an RPG with like elements of rail shooter, I guess. I really don't know. That's how I've heard it described. but I don't have any first-hand knowledge of it. But we're gonna find out here soon. Are the turrets and ships fighting each other? That's a good question. I assume that they were just fighting me. I think they might just be fighting me. The story is pretty like difficult to follow, like intentionally. I think what they're going for here is that we are just dropped into this world, and there's something going on, and they don't spend a lot of time explaining, giving like exposition. It's kind of done organically, and I think that's pretty cool. I like it. Ancient Minister, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great one. Thanks for joining us. This is the first stream of 2024. We're starting 2024 off with a fresh new game. I'm really excited about that too. Last stream we finished A Link to the Past, and it was a very nice final stream of 2023. You ever heard of Dual Orb 2 on SNES? Saw a retro gamer playing it. Never played it back when you were a kid, and it actually looked pretty good. I'm not sure what Dual Orb 2 is. What is it, Wingman? I'm not sure if I've heard of it. It maybe rings a vague bell, but I don't know. What kind of game is it? Just got DBZ seasons 1 through 6. Ooh, that's awesome. Shane, what's going on? Shane, welcome in. I hope you're having a happy new year, Shane. If you guys want to follow some cool retro gaming, check out Shane GTV as well. Shane is also a Saturn fan. I've seen Shane stream some Saturn games. It's very cool. Let's see. Dual Orb 2. It's an RPG with a view like Dragon Quest. In Dual Orb 2, do two orbs duel again? Maybe, Eggroll, maybe. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon 2 tonight. This is the first game of 2024, and I'm thinking, knock on wood, that this is going to be a single stream game, and we're going to play Panzer Dragoon Saga right after it. That's the plan. Panzer Dragoon Saga would start next stream, though. Either way, if I do finish this early and there's more time in stream, we'll do some like some pick up and play Saturn game for the rest of the stream. Thank you for knocking on wood, Eggroll. Heavily. It takes after Dragon Quest, presenting its battles in a similar way and with the familiar medieval fantasy aesthetic, though the game also features steampunk elements too, similar to FF6, which was released after this game. Another Panzer Dragoon Saga gamer. Well, not yet. I'm not yet a Panzer Dragoon Saga gamer, but soon. Soon I will be, Shane. Very soon. That's what you copied from the interwebs? Okay. So, it's a JRPG. There's a lot of JRPGs on the, like, for Super Famicom that never got translated. There's, like, tons and tons of them. What makes Dual Orb 2 stand out, I guess, is my question. Sorry, I'm concentrating on this battle. I don't want to die again. I didn't even realize that we got to this boss fight. Didn't even realize where I'm at. What are my 3 favorite consoles? That's a great question, Ancient Minister. Let's see. My first favorite console is definitely the Super Nintendo. My second favorite console is probably the GameCube. And with those two, like, I'm pretty confident in those two answers at least, because Super Nintendo is my first console ever, so very special place in my heart. And then GameCube is the first console that I had when I had my first job. So that was the first time that I could just buy games whenever I wanted them instead of having to wait for Christmas and birthdays. So GameCube is kind of special for me in that way as well. Number 3 slot. Number 3 slot is a little tougher. It might be NES. It might be NES. For tonight, I'll go with NES. If you ask me on another night, it might be a different answer. But NES is also a very nostalgic console. Like, I got an NES shortly after I got a Super Nintendo as a kid, because oh look, our dragon just metamorphosed! Now we're flying. Look at that. Shane, you're gonna play Panzer Dragoon Saga this summer? Very nice. I'm very excited. Hopefully I will have finished it by then. I hear it's a very short game, so I fully expect that. Pursued by the Mechania, I left the battlefield. I escaped into the forest, like a scared little sheep. Look at that 60 FPS, by the way. It was long after that I realized that they were not after Lagi. I guess Lagi is our dragon. They were in fact chasing the ancient ship. Okay, I think that the ancient ship is something from Panzer Dragoon 1. And like, you know, Panzer Dragoon 1 was ancient times compared to this game. That's what I think is going on. I don't remember if I interpreted that myself or if I read it somewhere or what, but I think that's what's happening. Dual Orb 2 is very unique looking. Haven't had a chance to play it yet. I'm going to have to look at Dual Orb 2. For you, it'd be Genesis, N64, and GameCube. Those are all great consoles, Ancient Minister. Great, great consoles. How about everybody else? What is everyone's top 3 consoles? It has 2 different art styles, it seems. The normal moving around looks like Dragon Quest or FF on those systems look, but battles have a Sega Genesis look, hard to explain, and your characters look like Phantasy Star characters, kind of. Interesting. Did not realize Panzer Dragoon Saga is that short. I might need to play it sooner then. Ooh, you should. You should play it with me, Shane. Play it with me. I'm probably starting it next week. Actually, I have a trip for work coming up. When is that? That's next week, yeah. I'm probably starting it on Thursday, and then probably no streams the week after that. No streams next week, which is a bummer. I'll be on a trip for work. But yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga I think is really short. At least it's short for an RPG. It's also 4 discs, which is kind of funny. It's such a short game, but has 4 discs. I think they went ham on FMVs, is my guess. You were researching, missed the consoles question. SNES, PS2, Switch, but they're like 4 close runner-ups. Ooh, what are the close runner-ups, Wingman? It says 20 hours max. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I've heard. You have the optical drive emulator, so you'd be interested to see how the disc swapping works. Which one do you have again, Shane? I've got the Fenrir over here. I remember that you had a different one. The Satiator? Maybe? Oh, you got the mode. Okay. Cool, cool. NES, PS4, GBA, SP specifically. 3DO. Okay, 3DO is not a console that I ever hear in people's top. Did you have a 3DO when it was new, Wingman? Is that how 3DO ends up on that list? You know, I have a buddy that just got a 3DO. He bought a Japanese 3DO and then bought optical drive emulator for it. And he just posted in Discord that he got it working and was playing some Gex. You were playing Dragon Force all day Saturday with some heavy scan lines from the Retro Tank. Started playing with the HDR settings and it looks so good. Oh, Shane, so I usually play my games on an actual CRT, and really my main use of the Retro Tank is just scaling games for streaming. But over Christmas break here, I brought my Retro Tank 5X downstairs and set it up on my 4K OLED TV for the first time ever and tried out the HDR settings, and wow, it looks gorgeous. It looks a lot like a real CRT, and I can only imagine that the RetroTink 4K is that much more of a CRT simulator. It's pretty amazing. You know, I've definitely seen some YouTube videos with like the titles that say RetroTink 4K will replace your CRT, and you know, I don't know, I didn't watch those because they just sounded clickbaity. But I wonder how good it is. It's too bad you can't stream HDR. Yeah. I mean, I don't really envision myself streaming anything above 1080p anytime too soon. Alright, continue. I'm hoping we have infinite continues. I think we have infinite continues because we can save in this game. Your parents would rent a 3DO for you when we were kids on the weekends. Road Rash and Twisted the Game Show are super nostalgic to you. Road Rash was heads ahead of the Genesis versions that were out at the time, and Super Street Fighter was essentially arcade perfect in our eyes. That's really cool. I think finding someone with nostalgia for 3DO is pretty rare. I think so. That's a very cool story, Wingman. Thank you for sharing. You'll get the 4K later this year, probably. You want the HDMI upscaling? I mean, it looks... everything that I've seen about the RetroTink 4K sounds like it's incredible. Like it's worth the price of admission. Maybe someday I'll get one. I'm not in a rush because, you know, like I said, my main use of the RetroTink is just scaling games for streaming, and I'm not planning on streaming in 4K anytime soon. But we are living in a really amazing time. The new generation of retro scalers. Yeah, of course, Wingman. Okay, so I've tested this game out a little bit. Actually, it was a while back. It was like right after I played through Panzer Dragoon 1 that I played this game a little bit off stream. And this level was as far as I ever got. So when we beat this one, I'll be in completely new territory that I've never seen for this game. Did anybody play any cool games over the holidays? I spent a lot of time this week with Alan Wake 2, and since my last stream, I finished it, and I'm definitely a changed person now. Alan Wake 2 was really incredible. Started playing Skyrim finally. Ooh. For the first time ever? That's pretty cool, Shane. Do you ever play any of the other Bethesda games? I played a lot of Skyrim in my day. In fact, I spent a lot of hours actually playing Skyrim, but I probably spent just as many hours installing a mod, booting the game up to see what it looked like, turning the game off, installing another mod, booting the game up again to see what it looked like over and over again. I think I spent as much time doing that as I spent actually playing Skyrim. Loved Alan Wake 2, it was really fun. Alan Wake 2 is an incredible work of art and a masterpiece. I am kind of in shock that such a game was able to come into existence in our reality. Like, I think that Sam Lake is Hideo Kojima level auteur. You can get to a point where you're playing the mods more than the game. That's very true with Skyrim, yes. First playthrough, yes, playing vanilla on Steam Deck. That's very cool. You know, a little while ago, I was in someone's Discord. They were talking about modding Skyrim, and it brought me back to my Skyrim modding days. And there was like one mod that I installed, or okay, I probably had like hundreds of mods installed, but there was like one thing in particular. Oh, dang it. One thing in particular that makes the game look really, really good. It's called ENB. And that's like not a straightforward mod to install. I remember it being like a struggle to figure out what was going on with that mod. But I had some screenshots that I took of the game with that, and I was able to like dig them up in my Steam profile. And it really made me want to play more Skyrim. But I didn't get around to doing that. The problem is I didn't have the mod installed that lets you skip the intro. Oh god, what's going on? I'm taking so many hits. We're probably gonna have to try this one again. I'm a little lost. I feel like I need inverted aiming in this game. I'm pretty sure Panzer Dragoon 1 had inverted aiming by default, and this one has non-inverted by default. And I think there's some muscle memory that I have that's screwing with me here. Oh, you know what? There's a whole thing that I'm not using. I just remembered. I think I have a bomb. Here, let's... Yeah, look at that! I can do that! Can I turn it off? No, we just use it until that bar goes to 0. Okay, save that for the boss, maybe. Maybe I save that for the boss. You were so mad at the PS5 version of Skyrim, you couldn't get trophies if you used mods, which really peed you off. Oh, that's a bummer. I understand why they would implement that, but I also understand why that's a big bummer. You've never finished a Bethesda game, played Morrowind for like 10 hours, 15 hours or so of Fallout 3, and 50 hours of Starfield. Oh, did you like Starfield? I'm kind of curious about Starfield. Like, I really loved Oblivion and Fallout 3 and Skyrim. Fallout 4 I couldn't really get into. And it was... With Fallout 4, it was mostly because It was mostly because it was really glitchy on my PC at launch. Like, whenever I talked to an NPC, their face would disappear, and there'd just be like a gaping black abyss where their face was supposed to be, except their eyeballs were still there. It was terrifying, and made the game unplayable for me. But maybe I would like it. I'm sure that I would like it if I gave it a try now. You're the exact opposite. You finished every Bethesda game from Morrowind on except Fallout 76. I have never played Fallout 76. I've got no desire to play that. I wanted to like Starfield, but it's unfinished kinda. You think it might be good in 2 years. I think that too much of Starfield is made by AI. I think that's the problem with Starfield. I think that's why it feels unfinished. I haven't played it myself. I'm saying that based on just looking at videos of it and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Starfield just seems kind of bland to me. I'm kind of interested in it, but I don't have a Series X, so I would have to play it with I have to play like the cloud version of it, which that seems pretty sus. I don't know if I could play a cloud game. I don't know if the technology is there for that. Rose Bowl is going into overtime. If there are any sports fans in chat. Not I, sadly, Wingman. I'm sorry. I do not know my sports balls. Are things actually gonna hit me? Ow, yes. Things did hit me. Maybe I'm gonna use this. I'm not sure how fast this meter charges up for this like super attack. So let's find out. It's charging decently fast. You can't fly to planets. It just feels weird. You can't fly to planets. You do go to other planets though, right? You mean like you can't like pilot your ship? Like it's all autopilot, or just like it's just a loading screen? You loved Starfield. I think if you go into it expecting No Man's Sky exploration, you'll be sorely disappointed, but if you treat it like Skyrim in space, you'll enjoy it. See, the Skyrim in space thing sounds great to me, but also I just haven't really felt the pull to get into like a Western RPG like that anytime recently. The last one that I played was Cyberpunk 2077. And I did really love that game. Like, you know, despite the flaws, I had a great time with it. And I even played it on PS4. PS4 Pro, though, but still, I didn't play it on PC or the current gen consoles. I do want to play the DLC for that now that I have a PS5. It's very pretty, and sometimes the story is interesting, but there's just not a lot to it. You can pilot your ship, just in more of a bunch of small confined spaces, not one big open space. Oh, I see. I see. I don't know. There's like 2 other games like that I am more interested in than Starfield right now, and that's Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty and Baldur's Gate 3. I'm kind of interested in. I would probably play both of those before wanting to dive into Starfield. But you know, if Starfield came out like a few years earlier, I would probably be all about it. How do I avoid getting hit? How do I avoid taking hits from this thing? Ugh. Here, what if we use the bombs now? Look at its health. Its health is just melting away for the brief few seconds that I had those missiles. I think non-inverted controls are very weird when I'm not facing forward. That's what it is for me. Can we go to options? No, we can't. That's very sad. Ultimate butter popcorn lurk time. Enjoy your popcorn, wingman. And thank you for lurking. Huh. I'm gonna go to the options and try inverted controls. Kat, welcome in. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us, Kat. I hope you're having a great one. We are playing Panzer Dragoon 2 tonight. Kat, how was your 24-hour stream? I was lurking a bit when you were playing some kind of driving game that I had never heard of. What was it called? Don't remember. Inverted is the way. I'm gonna try it, Shane. I'm gonna try it. This is the game that sets you on a lifelong path of inverted controls. For me, it's probably like every N64 game because they all had inverted controls, and I was like, yes, this makes perfect sense. But I don't know. I usually just go with the default. Whatever the default is, that's what I go with. Check out Kat, everyone. Kat's a big retro fan, just like us. Ugh. I gotta get used to it now, though. Alright, it feels normal-ish. Feels normal-ish. Let's use the bombs. Yeah, shoot everything. Destroy it all. 1 second, guys. Be right back. Oh, never mind. Don't have to. My son just broke into the room. Maybe he left something in here. The door was locked. He found a way to open it, and he opened it and then he left. So we're good. I think the inverted controls feel very normal now for like when I'm looking to the sides and behind me, but when I'm looking straight forward, it feels really weird now. Oh god, I looked the wrong way. You guys saw it, didn't you? Tuffy, what's going on? Welcome. Here, Tuffy, what have you been up to? Happy New Year. Have you been streaming, Tuffy? I think last I saw you was Dragon Quest Monsters. That's right, yes. Dragon Quest Monsters. The game was Midtown Madness 3, game from your childhood. Haven't revisited until now, and oh boy, it was such a good time. I ended up playing it for 10 hours. Wow. What system is that for? Saw your message in Discord. Welcome home. Ah, you're home, Tuffy? Congrats on being home. Stream went pretty dang good. Didn't start dipping until the 20-hour mark, really. Nice. Forbidden to continue for at least the next 2 weeks until you get cleared. No PC. Oh, I see, I see. Good luck on the next 2 weeks, Tuffy. And Happy New Year. I don't know if I said that or not. been stuck on this level for a little while. It's only the 3rd level. Does anybody know how many stages are in this game? How many episodes, rather? Yeah, of course, Cat. It was original Xbox. Okay. I feel like there's a good number of original Xbox exclusives that I've never heard of. Like, every now and then, I'll see a cover of a Xbox game, and it'll be like, what the heck is that? No shortage of games to play. Excellent. Hope the New Year's going well so far. It's going great so far, Tuffy. I'm really enjoying Panzer Dragoon 2. It's a very cool game. A lot of technical upgrades over the first one. It's exciting to experience. The day before New Year's Eve, the 30th, I beat Alan Wake 2. I beat Alan Wake 2 and I'm a different person now. Is this your childhood Saturn? No, I did not have a Saturn as a kid. I only got my Saturn within the last year. And I haven't played it too much, to be honest. You know, we played Panzer Dragoon 1 on stream, and what else have I played on Saturn? Oh, we played Sonic Jam on stream. And I think those are really the only Saturn games that I've dove into. I played a little bit of Deep Fear. And Deep Fear is one that I need to come back to 100%. I really want to play Nights into Dreams. There's a lot of Saturn games that I really want to play. Maybe 2024 will be the year of Saturn. I already said it was going to be the year of PC Engine. But we'll get a good amount of Saturn in too. What is that? What is that? Oh my god, it started throwing giant blades at me. I did hear all about the Egg Roll Buddy New Year's Eve extravaganza. 20 minutes to spare. Tuffy was like, I hope his ending is 1 hour and 33 minutes long for no particular reason. The epilogue had you spooked. When do you count the beating of the game? Is it like the last input that you need to give, or is it like when the credits start rolling, or is it when the credits stop rolling? Which is the, you know, it sounded like it might have mattered in that case. So where does it count from? Someone has to lose, right? Credits rolling, IMO. Yeah, credits rolling. Credits rolling is probably where I put it too. Last input if we go by speedrunning rules. Credits normally. I was hoping beat the final boss would fly though. Oh, is there stuff to do after the final boss in that game? Oh my god, going back and forth between inverted and normal is really messing with me. But I think we need to stay on inverted. Staying on inverted is the right thing to do. Persona has a lot of post-boss story, just chatting, but it went on and on. I'm not surprised. To be honest, the Persona games really intimidate me with how long they seem to be. I think I'm about to die again. Where did all my health go? Why aren't I flying anymore? Was I always not flying in this part? Did this happen before? What is going on? Did I find a secret path or something? Here, we're gonna just try to not die. I'm pretty sure we have not seen that big ship before, and normally we fly. I've been through this stage like 4 times now, and this never happened before. I have no idea what triggered it though. So maybe this game will be more than one stream. If we're only on episode 3 and we're already... We are already challenged. Does anybody know how many episodes are in this game? Don't want to know anything else, just how many episodes there are. Eggy has time to choose what to play. Whenever I'm cleared, I'll finish Dark Prince. Wait, is you playing Dark Prince part of an Egg Roll Buddy bet? How is Dark Prince, by the way? Oh goodness. I'm still getting used to the controls again. I kind of wish that I had the circle pad thing for Saturn. Looks like 7. Thank you, Tuffy. Thank you. The terms where winner gets to choose what the other player plays. Ah. Oh, Eggroll's gonna be deciding for a while, Tuffy. You got time. Don't worry. I've been there before. Now let's just go to finish what you were streaming for, Anna. Yeah, I got you. Alright, look. Do you deny it, Eggroll? Do you deny it? You know, feel free to deny here. I think Dark Prince is amazing. Oh, that's cool. You get one shot. Gotta make the choice count. You're not just gonna pick Sonic Adventure? Why did my my stuff turn red that time? What are some of the contenders for what you're gonna choose for Tuffy, Eggroll? Triumphant Soul, hello, welcome in. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great one. He has 3 ideas so far. Whether he goes Lunar Dragon Song or not is another story. Oh, Lunar Dragon Song. Oh my goodness. Eggroll, why would you do that to someone? Why would you do that to someone? Think you're okay on Sonic Adventure? Lunar 1, Last Story, the above. Lunar 1 is a cool game. But the PlayStation version or the Sega CD version? You know that I played the Sega CD version of Lunar 1, and I thought it was really, really good. But every time that I see somebody streaming Lunar 1, it's always the PlayStation version, and I never know where they are in the game because it's so different from the Sega CD version. Usually just lurk here, but wanted to thank you for all the content you've been creating and the very friendly and chill atmosphere you've made a reality in the space. Triumphant Soul, thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'm really glad to that we have created a friendly and chill atmosphere. That's absolutely my goal here. Lunar Dragon Song was your initial choice when we made the bet, but I'm open to something not terrible. I think you should choose something good, girl. You're up to console choice. We'll see when it's closer. Oh, God. Thank you for saying I'm awesome, girl. You're awesome. You are all awesome for hanging out with me here. You know, when I've told this story, this take a few times, but you know, when I started using Twitch, I didn't really watch Twitch ever before I started streaming. I just kind of like wanted to do something, wanted to make some kind of retro gaming content, and I figured YouTube is already really saturated. Why don't I try streaming? Twitch is the place for streaming, right? And that's like pretty much how I started using Twitch, and I didn't really have any expectations for, you know, what it was going to be like, but I'm really amazed at the connections that I've made with people on this platform. Like, I've made a lot of genuine friends, and genuine, like, even real world connections. Like, not, you know, the internet is part of the real world, but I mean, like, offline connections. And I'm just amazed every day. So I will be streaming on Twitch for as long as I can. Hey, we finally beat the stage. Yeah, it's true. I've met a few people IRL. I've met a few Twitch friends IRL now. The community is amazing. There's so many Twitch friends I'd love to meet in person sometime. Maybe 2024 is the year, girl. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for saying so, Triumphant Soul. Uh-oh. This is like one of the levels in Panzer Dragoon 1. This is like unlocking my memory for that game right now. But that was like the second to last stage of that game. Oh, the inverted controls are messing me up again. What was my favorite arc in DBZ? Great question, Ancient Minister. See, there's different things that I like about the different arcs. Honestly, I will tell you, like, you know, it's not necessarily my favorite arc, but my favorite parts overall. Oh, we're not flying anymore. Okay. My favorite parts overall in Dragon Ball Z are and maybe this is not arcs. My favorite episodes are the episodes where they're in peacetime and they're just hanging out, having a great time. Like the beginning of the Buu saga, like when it's like the tournament before Buu shows up. That's one of my favorite parts. Maybe I would go with that as my favorite. But then you know, I like the epicness of like the Frieza saga and the Cell saga. I like the epic stuff too. What am I supposed to be shooting? Are we just waiting? Are we on an elevator? We are on an elevator. I don't know when these targets are gonna appear. Oh, there they are. I'm not sure if I'm going up or if this thing is going down. Okay, we're definitely going up. We're definitely on an elevator going up. I've figured it out. The distance can be extremely frustrating for meeting people in person, Kat. I'm sorry to hear that. But Kat, you know, there's Twitch users all over the world. I bet there's some that are near you. But Kat, if you ever find yourself in the Western Hemisphere, are you in the Western Hemisphere? Where do hemispheres start? Oh, England, right? England is the like where the line divides. Anyways, if you find yourself on the Western continents, I should say, let us all know. Yours is the Androids arc. The Androids arc is pretty cool. Like, I've watched so many hours of your VODs as well. I don't know, not to sound cheesy and overdo it, but your streams are really chill and relaxing and entertaining all at the same time. Triumphant Soul, I'm so happy to hear that you've enjoyed watching VODs. You know, I think a lot of streamers probably feel the same way. Like, I don't really know if anybody watches VODs, but I'm really, really happy to hear that you've watched them and enjoyed them. That's like really great. And thanks so much for letting me know and for chatting tonight. And you know, at any time, whenever you want to go back into lurking, please feel free. Agreed, but I especially understand in your case, Kat. Yeah. You like the great... I love the Great Saiyaman Saga. Yes, Eggroll. Yes. VODs can be fun. Glad you hopped in. Yeah. Where do the hemispheres start? Oh, England. Space Robot, a known cartographer. Thank you for the quote, Eggroll. I enjoy it. Delete quote. Wait, why did we delete it? I liked that one. Okay, thank you for re-adding. What are we even fighting here? They look like alien queens, like, you know, from Aliens. I kind of see a little bit of the alien queen design in that. You know, last night, New Year's Eve, I had a friend over. My friend brought his kid over, and we hung out, you know, with me and my kids and them. And we fired up the arcade cabinet, and me and my friend played through Alien vs. Predator arcade. Whoa, I thought we were gonna get squished. That scared me for a second. But we're not squished. Okay. You guys ever see Alien vs. Predator for the arcade? It's pretty awesome. It's a really awesome beat 'em up. One of these days I'll have to play that on stream when we do our next arcade night. You get the feeling it's kind of crazy and humbling to hear people going out of their way to watch your past VODs. Yeah, also, you know, I'm really bad at doing it, but I always intend to upload my VODs to YouTube, but then what happens is I'll miss out on uploading like the first part of a playthrough. You know, for some games take a lot of streams, and you know, if I miss out on uploading a part, I feel like there's no point in uploading the rest of it, because I kind of want to present it as like a cohesive game. But I remembered to start uploading Illusion of Gaia before it gets deleted. So I'll try to be better about uploading VODs to YouTube as well, because, you know, maybe there's people out there that will watch it and enjoy it. No Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. We didn't play Cadillacs and Dinosaurs last night. No, we played just Alien vs. Predator. But Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is my favorite beat 'em up and my favorite arcade game. When I come over to the US, I'll have to randomly ask everyone which state they live in, so I can hit as many birds as possible with one stone. Your country is so huge, so even I get over there, can't see everyone. That is true, Kat. Yeah, that is true. But I'm on the East Coast, so if you know any other East Coasters, maybe that'll work out. Feel that you've been doing the same. Wait, do you mean you've been doing the same with forgetting to upload them, Tuffy? Because because that's my biggest issue, is forgetting about it. Look at this giant bird that we're fighting. This game is cool. A convention might be a good way to try to coordinate. That is true. Yes, yes. Am I going to any this year? So I'm definitely going to try to get to Long Island Retro Gaming Expo again. That is my favorite retro gaming convention that I've been to. But also, in about 2 weeks, is Super Magfest, which is, Magfest is Music and Games Fest. It's like a video game music festival. And that's only like 5 hours away from me. So I'm planning to go to that, Saturday and Sunday. It's in like 2 weeks from now. Anyone here going to Magfest? I know so many of my Twitch friends are going to PAX East, but PAX East is the weekend after my son's birthday, and that's probably when we're going to have his birthday party, so I think PAX is probably a no-go for me this year, but so many people are going to PAX. That would be so cool to go and meet everyone that's going to PAX. Let me catch up. Online Eric, welcome in. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. Oh, there's a lot of chat to catch up on. Ancient Minister, you're also on the East Coast. Nice. The Beast Coast, as we say. Wait, Cadillacs and dinosaurs is a real thing? I thought that's a joke with Alien vs. Predator. No, Cadillacs and dinosaurs is a real thing. It's a graphic novel. It was a comic book series originally, and then a cartoon, and then a beat-em-up game based on both the comic and cartoon. It's really good. The beat-em-up is really, really good. No, you've been uploading everything, but didn't know how to save VODs for a while, so only half your stuff is on YouTube. Ah, gotcha. It's a beat-em-up like Final Fight. Yes, yes. Oh, that's right. You always forget MagFest is in the beginning of the year. Yeah, MagFest. I'm going. We're hoping more people we know would go to PAX West instead. I think for some reason PAX East became the target for everyone. Oh, thanks for shouting out Online Eric. Yeah, definitely give Eric a follow, everyone. Eric is an awesome streamer. Hope to make it to a con this year. Not sure which one. Eric, you should go to Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. I have no idea where you are in the country, but if Long Island is feasible, that is the best retro gaming expo I've been to. And I can't wait to go this year. Ah, you looked it up? Nice. Yeah, that's my favorite beat 'em up, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. And my favorite arcade game. It's a very awesome game, and it's like it has not gotten any kind of official modern release because it's kind of stuck in licensing hell because of that Cadillac license. It's Cadillac stopping it from being released, not Capcom, and not the creator of the comics or anything like that either. I would really like to beat this boss on the first try. I'm trying really hard right now. I'm focusing all my energies. I'm not doing like any damage to it. What the heck? Usually go in Chicago or Milwaukee or Midwest. Wouldn't mind road tripping to one of the awesome East Coast conventions though. You know what? Midwest Gaming Classic looks pretty cool. Have you ever been to that? I would kind of like to go to Midwest Gaming Classic. That would be a trip for me, though. I'd probably have to fly. Like, Long Island I can feasibly drive to, That's like a very long trip, but it's like right at the border of where I would, like, I don't need to fly there. I drove 2 years ago. Shame you could totally see it on Steam, right, Tuffy? Wait, that's not it? What's going on right now? Okay, I beat it. I thought there was still more. My health was so low for so long. Yes, it was good. That's one that I would love to check out. Look! Metamorphosis! We're becoming a more grown-up dragon. Another retro expo that I've been to is Retro World Expo, which is up in Connecticut. And that one was pretty cool too. I would love to go to that again. My parents actually live right there. That's like right where I grew up. But like I went there in 2021, and then the last 2 years the timing just didn't work out very well. Ooh, this is different. We got some snow, or maybe it's nuclear fallout. Who knows? Oh, it's definitely snow. Snow level, alright. By the way, if I recall, you were streaming Panzer Dragoon 1 when I found here. Ah, what a coinky-dink, Triumphant Soul. That's very cool. I'd love to go to a con, but doubt be able to leave the house for a while. I hope you get healed up, Tuffy, and can get to a con real soon. Maybe I'll be able to go to MechaCon next year. Is that like a con about mechs? Like Gundams and stuff? That sounds cool. Where's that at? This past year, 2023, for the first time I went to Too Many Games, and it was a good time, but I honestly don't think I would go there again, because that expo was all about, like, I felt like it was all about trying to sell stuff. Like, they had some cool people there, but they didn't really have any, none of the, like, the events, like the panel talks and stuff, they really felt like secondary to the vendor floor. Whereas Long Island Retro Expo was like all about gaming history and culture. It was so good. For some reason I thought you were talking about your area and not the game. I was concerned you were getting nuclear snow on the East Coast. No, Eggroll, I'm talking about the game. Shopping for some more OG Xbox games? Ooh, what are you looking at, Cat? It's an anime gaming one in New Orleans. Ah, very cool. More tedious than you'd think, because I'm trying to group up all your games from one seller, but trying to get the best prices as well. So looking at so many stores on Swedish eBay. What's Swedish eBay? Is that a, I'm guessing that's not just eBay in Sweden. Cutesy, welcome in. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. Here, let me shout out Cutesy. Cutesy is a really cool new friend over here that plays a lot of cozy style games over there. Oh, you're playing Pokemon. Nice. Oh, and I missed a chat. No, I didn't. Okay, we're caught up. We're caught up. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. Okay. At least we didn't get, like, to the boss and then die. This game looks really cool, a bit improved over the first one. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, technical improvements, and this one is a lot more focused on the story. Like, there's a lot more directly conveyed lore, if that makes sense. It's still very indirect. Like the first one they don't tell you in the game what's going on at all. Maybe there's stuff in the manual. I never looked at the manual, but I'm sure the manual is really cool. This one's got cutscenes and stuff with narration. Yeah, it's just a really cool expanse on the first one. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Its name is Tradera, but it's just easier to say Swedish eBay because it works very similar. I gotcha, I gotcha. That's what I figured. It was something like that. Oh boy. Yeah, so Eric, after this game, we're gonna play Panzer Dragoon Saga over here. And I'm very excited for that. Panzer Dragoon Saga is the RPG in this series. And one of the coolest things, probably the coolest thing about the Panzer Dragoon games is like how unique and weird the world is. And I am super excited to see this world with like a fully fleshed out, you know, RPG style of gameplay. That's the game of legends. Yes, many a legend has been told. So disclaimer, I don't have an actual physical copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga, but I do have an optical drive emulator for my Saturn. So we're still playing it on OG hardware. I think, okay, you guys know how there was that Sega announcement at the Game Awards where they're like, we're making new games in all of these classic series like Shinobi, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, and Crazy Taxi, and they said, and more. Do you think Panzer Dragoon could be one of the and mores? Sophie, all that we are emulating is the CD drive. That is the only thing we're emulating. Everything else is... it's still running on a Saturn. It's still processed on the actual Saturn CPUs. But, you know, that's my personal goal to play games on OG hardware, but I fully embrace emulation, and you know, emulation makes it possible to bring classic games forward. So original hardware, thank you, Cutesy, thank you. You're still playing Skies of Arcadia? Skies of Arcadia, yes, I want that. More people need to play Skies of Arcadia. You think they'll bring back or make a new Panzer Dragoon? Well, they already made Panzer Dragoon Remake. Thank you for being bratty, Cutesy. I appreciate. The Panzer Dragoon Remake came out in like 2019, right? But they need to do the rest of the series, right? I don't think Sega developed the remake though. It was some smaller studio that developed it. But we need like Panzer Dragoon Collection. That's what we need. So many people would like instantly buy a Panzer Dragoon Saga remaster. Hopefully the remake did well enough to show there's interest in the other games. Maybe. I don't know how well it did, though, to be honest. I kind of get the sense that it didn't do super well, Eric. Because, like, I don't really hear about it too much. And also, I think that people that are fans of the original didn't really like it too much. That's kind of some of the sentiment that I've read. And honestly, like, I played the remake before I played the original. And, oh gosh, we're getting beat up. I played the remake before I played the original, and when I went to the original, it was like a completely different experience. The remake felt really easy. I guess. And like, you know, I finished it in like a day, and I just never felt a reason to go back to it. But the original was like a challenge that I felt like I had to, you know, develop the skills to get through. I don't know exactly what it was. It was there was a lot of time between playing the first one and playing the remake. Ow. Yeah, there was a lot of time between it, but Triumphant Soul, thank you so much for the sub. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there was a lot of time between playing the remake and playing the original, so I don't have like I don't have the best sense for what the differences were. It's kind of just like how I felt about it. Maybe I should try playing them back to back, just to have a better handle on those differences. Triumphant Soul, thank you so much for, not just for the sub, but for being here and for enjoying the content. Thank you for sub hype, Cap. Alright, I'm at like 3/4 health. I feel like I'm playing this game very much on autopilot, though. I don't feel right now, I don't feel like I'm really taking in any sense of strategy. I'm just kind of shooting things as they come. And, like, definitely in the first one, there was a lot more of needing to memorize what was going to happen in the stages to get through stuff. You know what? I haven't used this super attack in so long. Maybe that's why I'm having a tough time with this stage. I should use that when it's green. No, I'm definitely enjoying it, Kat. I'm enjoying it a lot. I just mean like I'm noticing that I'm not trying to memorize things. Maybe I'm doing it internally though. I'm really enjoying the game. I think this game is beautiful. Didn't want to say this before subbing, but I live in Iran, and because of sanctions, subbing is extremely difficult for you. And don't like saying it because usually people are kind enough to gift a sub, but that's not your intention. Just want to say if I don't sub or haven't subbed, it's because of difficulty. Hey, Triumphant, there's like never any pressure or anything to sub. I really appreciate it, especially you telling me that it's not the easiest thing to do. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And yeah, never feel like you need to sub or anything like that. It goes for anyone. I always appreciate it when I appreciate any bit of support that anyone offers. But yeah, it's totally no worries at all. Let's see, is this the thing that's killed me every time? See, I feel like I've died at the same part every time, so I probably should start trying to memorize things. This thing has a shield as well. Am I doing any damage to it? Let's do this. Let's just use the nuke button. I wonder if it's blocking all the charge shots. It kind of seems like that's the case. I think it's blocking... It's using that shield to block when I do a charge attack, but it's not... It doesn't use the shield when I just tap the button. That's big of you, but I feel bad not subbing to people who have made me feel good, and usually I can't, so I just have to thank them. Anyway, enough about all this. Let's enjoy the show. Thanks again, Triumphant. Thanks again. Was that the boss? Was I at the boss? I just noticed that it had a health bar. And, the music didn't change, though. Usually the music changes, doesn't it? Alright. We continue. So do we have 2D version of Panzer Dragoon, or the series started in 3D? It started in 3D. It started on the Saturn. Yeah, the first one is on the Saturn, and it looks a lot like this. Same graphical style overall. You know, maybe there's a little bit more like details in the textures and stuff. There's a little bit better usage of the Saturn hardware in this second one, but it's pretty similar. Oh god. Look at all these guys. You know, I went through a long period on stream, like from... I'm trying to think of what... Does anybody remember what we played before Tomb Raider? I started Tomb Raider in, like, September, and then we took a break from Tomb Raider to play horror games in October, and then for, like, most of November we played Tomb Raider. And I feel like there was a really long period where I was playing only 3D games, and I really started to miss pixel games. Wait, this game is called Panzer Dragoon 2-2. I guess so, Orbaron. Orbaron, Happy New Year. Welcome. Hope you're having a great night. I did not know that Zwei meant 2, but that is indeed the title of it. Okay, yeah, there's a health bar here. I think the strategy is that you cannot do charge attack. But what about this? Can it block? Oh yeah, it blocks all of those missiles. They're all just getting wasted. That stinks. I should have saved that for the little things it deploys. Tomb Raider was when I met you in November. Tomb Raider was a great time. I really enjoyed Tomb Raider. It was, I would say that, I think that I underestimated Tomb Raider. I was not expecting Tomb Raider to be as difficult as it was, or take as long as it took, but I'm really happy that I played through that game. I have so little health, it's really stressing me out right now. Like, we're one hit away from death, I'm pretty sure. and this thing's health is going down so slowly. Oh my god, where did those come from? I somehow destroyed them all without even looking at them. Just so happened that my shots went right into them. Oh god, I'm using the wrong control scheme. No! Oh my god. Alright, let me catch up on chat here. Happy New Year, Space and Chat. Happy New Year to you, Orbaron. Panzer Dragoon 22. Why did you skip 20 titles? I don't know, Kat. I don't know. Would you say the tomb was deeper than you expected? Sure, Eggroll. We can say that. Why not? Apparently the game is called Panzer Dragoon Zwei in Japan, so the Roman numeral was added by the translators. What silliness. Wait, is Zwei Japanese for 2? That's really silly if that's the case. Zwei is German for 2, okay. Interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that Zwei just meant 2. SRA is like, get out of here with these dumb puns and dad jokes, Cat and Girl. It's pronounced Zwei. Did I say it right? Zwei? Ah. Thank you for that phonics lesson, Orbaron. Pretty good pronunciation. Ooh, look at that. I'm just gonna call it Panzer Dragoon 2, so I don't have to think about saying Zwei. Oh, we're gonna die. This is not the run. Oh no! Getting beat up. Is this stage 5? Anybody remember? Does it tell me when I pause? No, it tells me nothing when I pause. So, I went to IKEA today, and I got a glass display shelf to put in my game room here, and I have no idea where I'm gonna fit it right now, but I'm very excited about it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there yet either, but I've always wanted something like that. I've been doing a lot of little updates to the game room recently. I also got one of those nail polish displays to put Game Boy games in, and it looks really great. I'm really happy with it. At one point, it was probably literally a year ago, I talked about doing like a game room tour YouTube video or something like that. And maybe we'll actually do it sometime soon. There was grounds at the bottom of my coffee. Ew. Yuck. Find it nuts that it was open today? The tempo of the US, oh boy. Yeah, it was... I mean, it feels... New Year's Day doesn't feel like that much of a holiday. I mean, I had the day off of work. But, like, stores are usually open on New Year's Day here. Oh my goodness. I mean, a lot of stuff is probably open on Christmas Day. But that's like probably the day that things are closed the most. It's Christmas. Alright, my health is blue at least. At least have blue health going into the stage. It's gonna stop the mic from drooping a little bit. So I have a list of games that I'm thinking for 2024. Mystical Odyssey, hello, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. I hope you're having a great day so far, Mystical Odyssey. Yeah, last stream we were talking about ideas for 2024. What did you base the list on? A lot of them are games that I've been wanting to play for a while. Honestly, there's a lot of games that I have been wanting to stream since I started streaming that I still haven't gotten to. Oh god. We gotta try this again. But during last stream, Super Ghouls and Ghosts came up, and I think that would be pretty cool to do like my first learning of Super Ghouls and Ghosts on stream. Do I need to kill these green things? Oh god. Things are... Let's just make it easy. I don't use this anywhere else in the stage. Why not just use it here? Wait, now it has a shield? What? You played too much Elden Ring today. Mystical Odyssey, I know that feeling all too well. Oh my god. Elden Ring really did a number on me. You made your list of games today too. Ooh, what have you got? What are you planning to play in 2024, Mystical Odyssey? Or anyone, if you guys have ideas about games that you're excited to play in the new year, what are they? I'd love to hear them. You've never made a list like that, but now you're tempted to. So, I usually don't make a list like that, but it's just, you know, I guess I bought into the New Year's hype a little bit to make a New Year's list. But the games that I have there now are, well, this game, and then Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is definitely going to be our next game. And then Ys 4. Now, this is not necessarily in any order. I don't know when I'm going to get to these games, but, you know, I'm just saying I want to play them in 2024. But yeah, Ys 4. You know, we've streamed the first 3 Ys games on TurboGrafx. It would be great to play Ys 4, which also has an English translation. We'd definitely play the PC Engine version translated. Part of my list is driven by wanting to play more PC Engine games this year. I think PC Engine / TurboGrafx is such a rad console, and I need to get more use out of mine. There's more games that I need to experience on there. So Ys 4, and then, yeah, we were talking about the Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins series a little bit, and that kind of made me, that kind of put an idea in my head, because I was also talking about wanting to do another, like, difficult platformer on stream, because last year I learned Contra on stream. I had never played Contra before really at all, and I beat Contra on stream for the first time. And I want to do something else like that, you know, just like a really challenging old school platformer. Super Ghouls and Ghosts would be a good one. I mean, I definitely really enjoy the game, but I've never gotten farther than like the second level, if even that. And then we're definitely going to do the MSX version of Metal Gear 2. Negatron, hello. Happy New Year, Negatron. How's it going? Welcome. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is so dang good, I hate it. Oh god, I'm getting... Ooh, I went the wrong way. I forgot I had inverted controls when I unpaused. I feel like we're doing pretty good here so far. Well, of course, as soon as I said that, I got smashed. Come on. Here, let me take a break to read this list. Also, make sure you guys are following Negatron. Negatron is super cool. Grandia, Dragon Quest XI, Earthbound, life-changing game. Good choice. Cybernator. I'm very interested in Cybernator. Soul Blazer. Soul Blazer is another life-changing game. Minish Cap, A Link to the Past. Very cool. Trails in the Sky. I'm very scared of Trails in the Sky. Those games seem extremely daunting. I'm terrified to play those games. Ghost Trick. Heard very good things. Final Fantasy 3/6. One of the best games ever. Banjo-Kazooie. Kind of want to try Pokemon Violet. That's a cool list, Mystical Odyssey. Very good list. The real Dark Souls was Ghouls and Ghosts all along. Negatron, that's the context that it came up in, actually. The context for Super Ghouls and Ghosts was... I talked about how when Dark Souls first came out, it got compared to that game, and that's something that made me interested in it. So funny you should say so. Might give the original Grandia a shot this year as well. Love the sequel. We beat it several times, but never the first game. I hear really great things. I know our friend Pandalicia is a big fan of Grandia. Almost there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It was dead. It was dead. What? I had so much health left. I'm very sad. Oh well, we're doing it again. Couldn't play Super Ghouls and Ghosts. You are playing Grandia because of Panda's suggestion? Ah, very nice. You couldn't play it, because it was difficult? Is that why you couldn't play it? It is a very hard game. It's a notoriously hard game. That's kind of the allure of it for me. I can't believe it died there. I thought for sure that was it. Yes, you were a kid though. Yeah, I've never gotten very far in it, but I've always really enjoyed it. I've always thought it was a really cool game. Why is this taking so long to destroy this thing? How come sometimes it dies right away, and sometimes it doesn't? Sometimes it takes forever. This game is giving you serious Drakengard flashbacks, the Vietnam War kind. Do you mean for like the aesthetic of it? What about it gives you Drakengard flashbacks? Drakengard seems terrifying. Whew, excuse me. I feel like Elden Ring is easier. I don't know. Elden Ring was really hard for me. We'll see. I have not given Ghouls and Ghosts a proper attempt, really. You know, I've only ever really toyed around with Ghouls and Ghosts. But Super Ghouls and Ghosts is definitely the one I want to play. You know me, I'm a Super Nintendo junkie. Ow. Riding a dragon, camera perspective, hectic gameplay, full of enemies to shoot and projectiles to dodge. Really? Drakengard has all that? So, I have only seen one of the endings from the first Drakengard with no context, and it is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life. And that's really like all I know about Drakengard, other than it spawned the Nier series. If you stream it, I'll definitely be watching. Thanks, Mystical Odyssey. Yeah, no, I would do it on stream. I'm talking about games for stream right now. I would definitely do it on stream. That would be the fun of it, is to learn a hard game right there on stream. That and more. Wow. I always thought, I didn't know that Drakengard had this kind of gameplay. Got the yawns tonight. Oh my god, I have to go back to work tomorrow for the first time in over a week. And I'm not looking forward to it at all. I want vacation to be longer. It's not all like that, but it does have many levels like this. That's interesting. Oh god, where did that come from? That I almost get one-shotted by that if I don't look out for it. I used my superpower to just take out the missiles, basically. I don't know if it was a great idea. It combines 3 styles of gameplay in total. Okay. Need to write Super Ghouls and Ghosts on your to-get list for SNES? Ooh, you should, Miss Glossy. Play it with me! Learn Super Ghouls and Ghosts alongside me. It will be great. Oh my god, I'm terrified right now. I don't know if the missiles are coming. There they are. There they are. I'm definitely one hit away from death. I actually don't know if I am, but like, if I get hit by all of the projectiles, I'm definitely dead. But maybe I could take one, but I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out at all. Just want to stay on top of things. Okay, finally. Wow. That was harder than I thought. Can you remind me your favorite SNES game? Huh. My favorite SNES game is probably... I kind of want to say A Link to the Past, but it's also very fresh in my head. It's kind of hard for me to choose, but like A Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, all 3 of the Donkey Kong countries. Oh, I was terrified of the ancient technology's power. But the real horror came afterwards. So this is the ancient ship that we've been chasing. Episode 6. You ever pronounce SNES as just SNES instead of SNES? I definitely slip up and do that sometimes, or Baron. Yes, but I definitely prefer SNES as the pronunciation. Alright, we're on Hoth now. Yeah, Miss Glossy, I think that's basically my S tier of Super Nintendo is, there's some other games that I put in there. Super Mario RPG is definitely S tier as well. There's other games like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger and Earthbound are all incredible games. I think that, like, I just didn't play those when I was a kid, so they don't, like, have as special of a place for me, even though they definitely, all three of those games definitely have a very special place overall in my heart. There's so many good games on Super Nintendo, that's the problem. Super Metroid as well, that's another one that I played for the first time as an adult, but is an absolutely incredible video game. There's just too many amazing Super Nintendo games. Are we actually destroying these ores? Interesting. What's this green stuff? I'm a little scared of this green stuff that's coming up on the side of the screen. You know, I kind of need to take a bathroom break, but there's too much going on. I don't want to get up in the middle of this action. We'll find a time soon. No, your ores! I'm sorry, Ore Baron. The game is making me do it. I would not choose to destroy these ores in any other context. Ow. Things are getting flung at my face in retaliation for destroying ores. I think we're going to the other side to destroy more ores. Why is the music changing? Interesting. At the risk of being, like, very wrong about when I finish this game, does anybody have suggestions for like pick up and play style Saturn games that we could play after finishing Panzer Dragoon 2 tonight? I feel like there's so many Saturn games that I want to play that are like that, but right now they're just not in my brain. Okay, I'm gonna take my bathroom break here. If you've got Saturn suggestions, leave them for me. I'll be back as soon as I can pause. Okay, I'll be back real quick. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Sega Rally Egg Roll. That's one that I was thinking about. That's one that I was thinking about. All right, BRB. Alright, we're back. Bomberman. If I had 9 other people here, I would definitely play Bomberman or Baron. Wouldn't that be amazing to play Saturn Bomberman with 10 players? Virtua Cop. Do you need a... Is Virtua Cop a light gun game? I don't have a light gun. Alright. Back to shooting weird things. I'm kind of thinking about going to my old standard of Space Harrier. Space Harrier has a really good version on the Saturn, but you know, it's not actually a Saturn game. That's the thing. Don't remember it being a light gun required game. I've never played it before. What about good 2D games on the Saturn? Like, one that comes to mind is Guardian Heroes. That's what it's called, right? Guardian Heroes. That game I hear really good things about. I've tried to play it a couple times, though, and like, it just seems like the gameplay is really complicated. Like, I would need to sit down with it and really try to get into it. Ah, the other ores. Sorry, ores, your time has come. You weren't long for this world, ores. Oh god, I'm getting beat up. The ores are fighting back. Ore, my good. My ores are out of time, it's true. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. We're still alive. 1 ore left. Whew! The final ore says goodnight. Sorry about your ores, Ore Baron. Boss time? No. We died and restarted this. That's right. That was the first ores. Okay. For some reason, I forgot that I died. And that we restarted. There's some really cool ninja game on the Saturn that's got like 2.5D graphics. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It might have only come out in Japan. I only know about this game from GameSack. Okay, we're pressing the button. Does anybody know about a ninja game that's like a platformer with 2.5D graphics? Odin Sphere. I don't. That's not a Saturn game, right? Gamer Jam? Is it? Is that Saturn? For some reason, Odin Sphere I'm thinking is a like PS2 game. But Gamer Jam, how's it going? Happy New Year. Welcome. I could be totally wrong about Odin Sphere. I could be confusing that with something else. Is this like the ship's brain that we're attacking right now? This mother brain? I think there was a Saturn game only in Japan for Odin Sphere? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. No! I'm gonna type it into Google real quick. While the game is loading. Oh, it is a 2D side scroller. Images. Well, I don't see the Saturn game, but this is definitely not the game that I'm thinking of. Oh, Princess Crown. Okay, that I do know that game. That's not the one that I'm thinking of. That game looks really cool, Princess Crown. There's no translation for that game though, right? You know, I didn't notice if that thing that I died to was the boss of the episode or not. I didn't notice if it had a health bar. Did any of you guys notice? I think the translation is being worked on, but it's been a while since last update. Yes, I heard that it's been, you know, in progress for 10 years for Princess Crown. So I don't know if we could expect it to come out anytime soon. Kind of sounds like it's in development hell. Alright, time to say goodnight to the oars once again. Ow. I'm contemplating using my super attack here. Oh no, the oars are falling. Okay, also I think I should focus more on dodging things. Are you saying goodnight to these ships you're destroying? Yes. No, just to the oars. Not the ships, just the oars. They're the only ones that deserve a goodnight. The oars, yes. When these enemies come in, I keep thinking that it's like a down arrow saying that we're going down this, and then it turns into an enemy, and I'm like, oh, I should have shot it a long time ago. Get you next time, you meddling spaceman. Well, chances are there will be a next time for the oars. Ow. Ow. You wish you owned this game? Do you have a Saturn, Mystical Odyssey? I have an optical drive emulator for my Saturn. So I have a Saturn, but I don't have any physical games for it. I have a... It's a mod that replaces the disk drive with an SD card, basically. So you can put whatever games you can find on there. And that's the only way I have of playing Saturn games right now. don't. You want to do what you're doing though? The system is so expensive. Yeah, that's the games are just ridiculously priced. There's no way to have a Saturn collection, sadly, in for newcomers like myself. You know, I always wanted a Saturn as a kid. I was you know, I was really drawn to specifically to the look of Virtua Fighter 5 or Virtua Fighter. I don't know why I said 5. Virtua Fighter 1. Like Virtua Fighter 1 looked so cool to me, and Nights into Dreams was another one that I really wanted to play as a kid. But you know, I could only choose. I think I could only choose either a Saturn or an N64, and I was definitely gonna get the Nintendo console, being mostly a Nintendo kid. Was it hard to set up? No, it's very much plug and play, Eggroll. Saturn, there's no for some of them, like for PS1, there's some soldering involved. On my PS1, I have the X Station, and you need to do some. Actually, the X Station install is probably the most complicated mod I've ever done. There's more than just soldering for that. But the Fenrir for Saturn is really just you open it up, you unplug the CD drive, and you plug in the Fenrir in its place. There's also the Saturn Mister Core that's been... Here, I'm just gonna do this. Why not? The Saturn Mister Core has been far along in development for a long time. I don't know if it's... I don't think it's officially on like the main Mister project yet. Like it's not at version 1.0, I guess, but a lot of stuff is playable on it, from my understanding. Done shopping all Xbox original games: Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Far Cry Instincts, Burnout 3 Takedown, Simpsons Hit and Run, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and Project Gotham Racing 1 and 2. Nice. That sounds like a very nice OG Xbox collection right there, Kat. You know what game I want to play on OG Xbox? And this is considered a really terrible game, but I've just always been morbidly curious about it, perhaps, is Dino Crisis 3. I really love Dino Crisis 1. I have not played Dino Crisis 2, although I want to. And like most people say, Dino Crisis 3 is pretty terrible, but you know, I just want to play it. Pandora Tomorrow is vastly underrated, I think. I've never really played a Splinter Cell game, except I played the very first Splinter Cell game on GameCube, and I enjoyed it. I rented it. That was a rental for me, and I definitely had a good time, but I've never gone back to the series. It always seemed like it was kind of dollar store Metal Gear Solid, to be honest. I know that that's probably not what it actually is, but that's like the impression that I always got. Sorry for random, but what is Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel about? Okay, that is a mascot platformer, basically, for Super Nintendo and Genesis. And yes, thank you for reminding me about that, Mystical Odyssey. Okay, so Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel is a game that I played as a kid that I rented from Blockbuster, and it's always existed in like the far reaches of my memory, but I never knew exactly what it was. Like I was confusing it with Arrow the Acrobat, and I played Arrow in modern times, and I was like, I remember this game being cooler. And it turns out that there's another game, Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, which I was thinking of the whole time. And Limited Run is doing a modern, like officially licensed reproduction of Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. It's like a super expensive SNES cart. It's like $300 or something for that cartridge. So I'm very excited about the Limited Run version. I'm definitely gonna get that when it comes available. There was a third game. Wait, in what series, Eggroll? I lost context for the third game. Oh, Dino Crisis. Yeah, Dino Crisis 3 is pretty panned for the most part. That's why you don't know. And it's exclusive for OG Xbox. I like Splinter Cell, but I've never played it. But you recently bought the official strategy guidebook, so you thought it would be fun to play the game and use the guide. Oh, that's very cool. Let's see. Kojima's flavor of political espionage action is very different from Tom Clancy's, I'll say this much. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. Like, the story is completely different. But I guess I was thinking gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise and maybe public perception-wise. Is Limited Run version be weird or like the original? It will be exactly the same as the original game. And it'll just be a new Super Nintendo cartridge. And you know, the stuff that Limited Run does is not bootleg at all. Like you can find like cheap reproduction carts of pretty much any Super Nintendo game out there, but I would really recommend against doing that because, you know, if people can make money doing that, nobody's gonna bring forward, like license holders aren't gonna want to re-release their games officially to make them available to a wider audience. You know, I would say if there's a game that you really want to play that's not, that you can't get, that's like hard to get the original version of, I would really recommend going the EverDrive route instead of going for like bootleg repros. But I really love these officially licensed repros that companies like Limited Run and Retrobit and Strictly Limited do. I think they're amazing. Don't do repro, but might for Terranigma. You should, Miss Glossy, you should look into EverDrives. That's what I would really recommend instead of repros, because the thing is, okay, like obviously Terranigma never came out here, so you know, if you see a North American Terranigma cart, you know that it's a repro. But the thing is, the same people that are making those Terranigma repros are also making like fake Earthbound cartridges to try to scam people. But the other part is, like, even if you know that you're buying a repro, wherever that cart ends up in the future, somebody, whoever's hands it ends up in, you know, many years down the line might not know that. And so I think like the existence of repros like that really muddies the waters for video game collecting, and you know, thus kind of muddies the waters for like video game preservation, like from the point of view of what did the original cartridge look like? What did the actual cartridge look like, you know? That's you know, that's something that I'm always interested in when I'm like looking up games. But then also the thing that I just mentioned, if people are making money off of bootleg repros, it's going to be, that puts up a barrier. It's like where's the value of actually making these products available to people in a legit way, it's gonna make that harder to happen. So I'm like super against the bootleg repros. Can I message you on Twitter about the EverDrive, or do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord, Mystical Odyssey. Feel free to join, but you can also DM me on Twitter. That's fine as well. However, whatever you're most comfortable with. But here's the Discord. EverDrive is a cartridge you put ROMs onto. I think you can link to Crick's site, the official maker of the EverDrive. Yes, I mean that would be a great link, but I have like auto blocker for links. Yeah, Mystical Odyssey. I can definitely message you about it, or join the Discord, and we'll put some links in there. So I'm not tech savvy and don't know how to get an EverDrive, so I'll join Discord. All right, join Discord. We'll guide you. We'll guide you to getting an EverDrive. Yeah, you can get the EverDrives directly from the manufacturer, which is Crick's, and that's the cheapest way. And sometimes they do ship from a US warehouse, but there's also some vendors that sell them, like Stone Age Gamer is a place where you can. I mean, there's a markup if you buy from Stone Age Gamer, but they do have you know, they have good shipping and stuff, and you can get like cool custom labels on them, and they also have a lot of like good information about what to get there if you go through Stone Age Gamer. Don't know why I decided to butt in. Sorry. Oh no, Cat, please. I mean, this is a, you know, it's a chat room for everyone to chat in. No, I'm not saying that because I felt you got annoyed, but might as well have stayed quiet when Odyssey asked you specifically. No, anytime you have something to add, please add it, Cat. Please. Anyone is welcome to share their knowledge and experience here. All right. We're once more destroying ores. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage from this ore battle. I need to dodge those things. The things that fly in my face are where all the damage is coming from. I'm just really bad at it. If SRA can take me trolling him occasionally, I think you're a fine cat. That's true. Eggroll is the biggest troll on the channel. That's very true. That's not really true. We don't have any trolls, really, which is nice. Okay, like 50% health, yellow health. It's not terrible. I should pay closer attention to what actually kills me in this game. Is that something I'm supposed to shoot? There's stuff on the radar, but oh, there we go. Okay, we're just gonna blow it all away. Just don't want to take damage before the boss again. Vibes on SRA's virtual couch are just too good for trolling. I'm glad. Ore Baron. You know, this couch, awesome as it is really past its prime. Like, the cushion is all, like, compressed on the seat that I'm sitting in. I really need to get a new seat in here. And I'm considering getting a recliner. I don't really use the second seat on this couch ever. So I think a recliner would keep the comfy feel, but also maybe open up some space in the room here. A depressed couch, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You got a recliner for Christmas? Ooh, that's awesome, Mystical Odyssey. Congrats on your recliner. Oh, thanks for joining the Discord too. Oh my god. Did you guys see those bullets converge on me? It was very scary. Is there a face in there? It almost looks like there's a face that we uncovered. Okay. I'm just blasting it. Whew! We did it. Totally worth every penny. Ooh. Now you're making me want that recliner. A little while ago, we went to a furniture store and I was testing out some recliners and got the recliner idea in my head. It might be time to move on it. Your mom gave you a donation towards a new chair for your desk. You want a really good chair considering how much you sit here. A good chair is important. A good chair is a very good thing to have. Alright, that's the ancient ship, and we just destroyed it. So what's gonna happen now? Something crazy, of course. Oh, I saw a little thing drop off of it. Last episode! We made it. Oh, that's the face that we saw. Look at that thing. Ooh, it looks so weird and creepy. Alright, I think we just have the boss. Oh, hello. It just totally just like farted in my face. Already? Gosh dang. You got this? Thanks, Eggroll. This game is short? Yeah, it's a short game. Personally, I really love games that can be wholly experienced in a single evening. You know, especially as I've gotten older, I really appreciate that. Oh my god, why did we just ram into it? It seemed like we flew into that on purpose. Who knows how many tries this boss is gonna take. Artificer Nemo, hello! Artificer Nemo, thank you so much for the resub for 22 months. Holy moly. Artificer Nemo, I hope you're having a great night. Thanks for being here. And Happy New Year! How's your new year? We're on the last boss here of Panzer Dragoon 2. Don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. That's a song, isn't it? That's a song. Okay, I'm trying to avoid the fart. Okay, stop farting, please. Okay. We can go to the side to avoid the fart, and we can also go through the spokes. Go through those, the like bicycle wheel spokes that make up its tail. Fins? Squid tentacles? Happy New Year to y'all. Hope everyone's holiday is great. Yours was perfect. I'm so happy to hear yours was perfect. Panzer Dragoon 2-2 is a spicy name. That's already, we've already discussed that actually, believe it or not. And I learned how to pronounce Zwei. You're totally missing out on adding these fart quotes. Taylor Swift fans rise up. Oh, it's a Taylor Swift song. Look at that. Warbaron's got us covered. Now I know my Taylor Swift lore. Alright, this is not the view that I want, but okay. Oh god. What's happening? Who's farting? What's he doing? Looks like he's barfing now. It's coming out the front. Oh god. Are we gonna go underwater? Looks like we're about to dive underwater. That wouldn't happen in this game. We're a flying dragon. I just took my first 2 hits of the fight. Haven't dropped a hit until just then. Okay, the quote that a girl got was, "I'm trying to avoid the fart. Stop farting, please. You can go to the side to avoid the fart, and you could also go through the bicycle spokes." Thank you, girl. Way ahead of you. Panzer Dragoon 3 Dre is pretty good. Is that up next? Actually, we are going to play the 3rd game next, but it's called Panzer Dragoon Saga. It's not called that other thing. Oh my god, the pink things are the only things that have hit me. I've only dropped hits to those pink beams. Oh god, fart is coming. What is the swirl? What is that swirl? What is happening? Oh my lord. It's too close to my face. Dre is pronounced dry. I'm learning all my German numbers tonight. Thank you, Artificer Nemo. Okay, went through the bike spokes. Oh my god, okay. At the start of stream, I was thinking that there was some kind of modern game I played that had Panzer Dragoon mechanics. And I couldn't think of what it was, but it just came to me. And it was the demo for Final Fantasy 16. And it's funny, I was watching Eggroll play that when it was new. And I remember him saying, like, oh, this just turned into Panzer Dragoon. And I was like, what do you mean? It just looks like any old rail shooter. But I played it for myself, and I understand now. It literally is just Panzer Dragoon. Like, it has the exact same button mechanics and stuff. Exact same controls. Where's my reticle? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I get it? For a second, my brain switched back to non-inverted controls. And I almost died. From FF16, that was so confusing. Yes, yes, from FF16. I played just the beginning of the demo of FF16. Okay, is that it? Do we have phase 2? Ooh, we got a cutscene, FMV. Look, our little dragon is all grown up. We conquered the ancient ship. Is that a whale? Oh, that's a ship. That's the runes. Didn't it already crash? Is it another one, maybe? Or are these ships all... Whoa! We're in a bubble. Is he leaving us to go be on the ship? Is he letting us fall into the ocean? Oh, we went through a Stargate, actually. Where are we going? This is very trippy. Was that the character from the first game? We're seeing the first dragon. Weird. Is my little dragon a descendant? We're seeing stuff from the first game. This is really weird right now. What is happening? Still thinking about all those good ores wasted. I'm sorry, Ore Baron. Was it all a dream? Did I disappear? Did I disappear, or did the scene just shift? Panzer Dragoon 2 is a prequel, no? I don't know. Maybe it is. Are you saying that it is, Ore Baron, or are you just asking? The vagueness / leaving it to interpretation is interesting. I love the vagueness of it. It's my jam. Have you played Bulk Slash for Sega Saturn? I have not played Bulk Slash, but Bulk Slash looks really, really cool. I want to play that game. Interesting. I don't know what the pulsating green thing is. Here's the credits. Team Andromeda presents. Oh, that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I'm very, very intrigued by the lore here. So, you know, our next game starting on Thursday will be Panzer Dragoon Saga, where we can really dive deep into the lore, I think. I'm very excited for that. Look at this sweet concept art. We've got a little bit of time left in stream, though, so we're going to find some kind of fun Saturn game to close out stream with. Only Sega Saturn game you've played other than Tactics Ogre. Oh, I didn't know Tactics Ogre was on Saturn. Congratulations on finishing Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei. Thank you, Eggroll. Thank you. Thanks for the GG's, Wingman. First game of the year, beaten on the first day of the year. That's right, this is my first game beaten of 2024. That's true. Knights is an option. I've never played Knights. I've always wanted to. I kind of want to play something that I can just jump into and not feel the need to come back to, though. Like, I might want to keep Knights for its own proper playthrough. I don't know. Well, after the credits are done rolling here, we can look at the list. Love the concept art. Look, there's the ores. There's us about to blow up those ores. Is there a Saturn version of Echo? No one ever really wants to go back to that game. Wingman, I really want to play the Genesis Echo games. There is no... I don't think there's a Saturn Echo. I'm pretty sure there's no Saturn Echo. There is a Dreamcast Echo. I've heard that one is bad. I'm interested in playing it, but I would, of course, want to play the Genesis ones first. This is such an enigmatic game. The Sega CD Echo has an amazing soundtrack. I've heard that, Cat. I'll probably play the Sega CD version when I get to Echo. You know, Echo could be a 2024 game. Sega CD Echo even. Produced by Sega Enterprises Limited. After all this, he is still with me. I think it just ends on this screen. Let's try pressing a button. Ah, there we go. Results. 76% is my total shot down ratio. My Dragoon rank is General. That seems really good. Radiant Silver Gun. That's a good suggestion, Wingman. That's the exact kind of game that I'm thinking of, is Radiant Silver Gun. See his passing grade, but I got rank General. General is the highest rank, isn't it? Which reminds me, I still need to play Snatcher on Sega CD. Oh, you do, Wingman. You definitely need to play Snatcher. You totally should. Okay, my controller is still connected. That's what I need to check. Even generals get a C. I guess so.